Hello, my dear viewers. Welcome to this reading. This reading is for all Libra, and it's your general reading for August 2026. And August 2026 is calling you out, Libra. It's calling out on your favorite habits, keeping the pace at the exact expense of your own power. If you've been smoothing over dynamic relationships, tensions, just to keep things comfortable, the universe is about to force a much needed line in the sand. This is where you are going to be setting your boundaries. Your ruling planet Venus returns home to your sign, and this is happening around August 6th, flooding your personal energy with magnetism, charm, and deep desire for authentic reciprocity. But the most important factor is this isn't about just a passive cosmetic glow up. Mid-month alignment, including Venus facing, as I was saying, my dear Libra, your ruling planet Venus returns home to your sign on August 6th, flooding your personal energy with magnetism, charm, and a deep desire for authentic reciprocity. But this isn't just a passive cosmetic glow-up. It's much more than that. Mid-month alignment, including Venus facing a direct reality check from Saturn retrograde in your positive sign, demand that you stop waiting everyone else's needs at full value while quietly discounting your own. So paying attention to yourself. Coupled with energetic reset of August 12th, Leo solar eclipse shifting your social and networking landscape, you are being challenged to actually choose genuine self-respect over superficial harmony. And the call to action would be your world is expanding and your capacity to command true respect is finally catching up to your charm. So now let's have a look at two more important messages and we continue this reading. Let's have a look, my dear Libra. What have we got? It says here that something is unlikely to happen. Something that you might be thinking about, concerned about, it's unlikely to happen. Let's see a little bit more. What else? A little bit more clues. It says it is going to happen, but a year from now. So it's unlikely to happen now, but a year from now it's possible. So that tells you timing. If you are thinking about something or considering doing something, let's have a look at two more messages. Whoa, the Magician was about to come out, but there were too many cards. Let's see. It shows there's one more challenge to go. Once you overcome this challenge, a suffocating chapter is actually coming to an end. That's going to be a finale, absolute ending of a very complicated and suffocating chapter. Now you're at the crossroads trying to make a decision, but the waiting game is going to be over when a lump sum of money comes your way. This is going to help you actually establish where to go, which path to take. If you're torn now between, and have been for some time, torn between two major decisions, the time is happening now. This could be concerning someone of water energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Now I'm going to take two messages from another deck. Bear with me. Here we go, my dear Libra. Let's see what else you need to know. And we have Leo. This is the power of Leo, somebody that might have Leo in them, but it's also about strength and courage and power that's going to be given to you to transcend you from where you are to the next level. And the next level is going to be quite ranking you up to high levels of success and abundance, an abundant life. Then the next thing here shows connected to Virgo. This is about September, something major happening in September. You have been taking time out and thinking and rethinking and trying to establish the truth, trying to find the truth within everything that is surrounding you. And you will come to a lot of realization because you are going to be very much empowered. And that shows that you are going to know a lot. You are going to be shown a lot. And you'll go through a lot of self-research and understand why certain things are taking place and have your questions. You'll finally have your questions. Oh, October. You know, October's been coming out non-stop. we got October, and we got celebrations and sharing some information or having some fun with friends. According to me, according to the tea leaf, this is about you should accept valid criticism. And then we've got the eagle. The eagle is about freedom. It's about victory over problems and obstacles. You're overcoming it all and setting yourself free. So that is wonderful. We'll just take 2 more. We got the stock, and that's the rest are too many. There's too many there. So we got the stock, and we'll just take 1 more. And there's the other one. And the other one is the vulture. Now the vulture is about being cautious as those around you. There may be some complicated people or greedy people around you. That's usually the vulture's meaning. But it also can mean depression, anxiety, worry that someone's working against you. It's similar to what I said before. You got to be careful people that are after your something that belongs to you. The stalk is about news of birth, of business, or an opportunity, or even a child. Perhaps it could be either one. But most of all, you've got freedom. The Chinese year of the rooster is very strong here, and the Leo sign and Virgo. Okay, now that we established all of this, I'm gonna clarify. See what everything means. We're going to go to the Hermit. Maybe your Hermit here. Okay, so there is an answer there. Spending time alone, researching and going through, reflecting about everything. While you're doing that, and from now to September, it says something unexpected. Expect the unexpected. Maybe your intuition is telling you something is going to happen. Something impulsive, something very quick, something that is forceful. Something that is destined. It's larger than life. It's very big, and it's happening. Now, it could be connected to someone that is Pisces. Pisces here very strong. We got the moon. It could be also connected to Cancer. And the moon is the ruler of Cancer, and it's connected to Pisces. So it is about seeing something sort of unexpected may happen that might require a lot of compassion, or it brings out your emotional state. It touches your emotional state. Could be a relationship, or could be something else, maybe worried about something that might happen. The moon is about seeing your path clearly and finally being able to take the right path. It is about a lot of revelations that are coming about within 6 to 9 weeks or months from now to September. I feel September is going to be marking that particular time. And it says there's going to be chemistry and magical discovery. There's a soul spark with someone very intriguing, someone exceptional coming your way. And I feel like it could be happening around November. Could be Chinese year of the dog, November. The letter A for Antarctica. We got A again, I think, here. No, we don't. Okay, so that explains September, or from now to 9 weeks to September. Now I'm going to do the Leo here, the strength and power. Saying, my dear Leo, now we're going to take 1 more. We got 1, and I got, oh, yeah, this was already here. And a sneeze came on, so I just have to take 1 more. Not too many. I'll just cut it for Leo, for this strength card. 1 more. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is no good because the mice are all about illness. So you are going to be given the strength, the power to overcome fatigue, stress, perhaps illnesses, something deteriorating, something reducing, something that's reducing your money, your vitality, something that's decaying, perhaps. I mean, that's what the mice are all about. They're about irritation, decay, deterioration, something that's falling apart. But there is going to be a change to free you from this, and you are going to be empowered. And this is happening, maybe it has already started from now to 7 weeks, all the way to 7 months. You are getting detached as you are about to leave. You're letting things be, and something's ending. Something is coming to an end. You're completing a chapter. You're celebrating. You're going in first and hibernating, and taking time out to think about things and perhaps grieve in some cases. The change, the loss of, the movement from. And then after contemplation comes the accepting that it's over. And finally knowing that it's absolutely over and you can let it be. You can let it set. That is amazing. Okay, I'll put this one right here. There's one deck I've forgotten to do. Then I'll go back to the... I knew something was missing, and there it is. And there's the other one. Okay, so chess is about strategy. Strategy is needed. It says wise spending is needed, and money strategy is very important to look at the long term. Some of you need to take action, real action, thinking things through and putting them into action, using military thinking, like being strict and following a system. Some of you may be even looking at jobs to do with military or leadership or, managerial positions, but you are going to be thinking things through immensely. And then we've got the tree, which is about financial growth and things coming to fruition and a lot of abundance. Abundance coming your way. I love that for you. Outdoor jobs are possible. Family business could be growing, or you might be even considered and you might be getting into family business. Stability to the highest level and degree. But abundance more than anything else. Let's have a look at the Two of Pentacles for every Libra and see what the Two of Pentacles is all about. So we've got one, and I need just one more, and there's the other one. Okay, being stuck, the ball and the chain is about restriction. It's about being weighed down. I'll put my glasses on. Yes, heavy, weighed down, restrictions, trapped. In some cases, there could be addictions, unhappy unions, or marriages that you might be stuck in, emotional baggage, but there is change that's transcending you to the next level. And that's why you're torn in between whether you should go or stay. The island is all about foreign. So you are going to a place that you haven't lived or gone to before. You may have been living in isolation. There is a separation, possibly. You may be feeling a bit lonely, but independence is going to give you are protected, and independence is going to give you your refuge where you'll feel happy and harmonious in a place. Near family. Family is connected to this. Very interesting. Now, finally, the final challenge, and let's see what that is for every Libra. What is the suffocating chapter that's coming to an end? It could be a relationship with someone that you're having a relationship with right now, or let's have a look. Let's have a look at this. It's really important. Yeah, so for some of you, you're separating from a relationship with someone of either gender. And here we have fish, which is all about resources. Maybe your resources, you're waiting for the right amount of money to be able to shift, to move, to relocate. Income, money, prosperous money is coming. And this is your money is going to multiply large quantities. And there is water energy here very strong. Maybe someone that has Pisces in them that might be very supportive. The letter K is there for kilogram. It's also can be a C for cat, and it can be Q for quails. Freedom, and 3 to 4 weeks from now. Something about investments and prosperity in money and income. So that is great news. All right, moving on to the next level, which is this one here, my dear Libra. Let's see what else is there for you. We've got one more, and there's the other one. Okay, it says finances and career could be an issue in your love life right now. Could be. And yeah, they can be a major factor in your love life. Money and career. And the other one, it says true love is on its way to you. It says this is the romance of a lifetime. If you have met this person, you already might have known that this is the true love of a lifetime. If you don't know that, what's coming is going to be true love of a lifetime. That's what's coming. You've got the soul, so it's going to be some sort of a soulmate, I feel like. And fire here, Leo, very strong. And you've got also Virgo. So both could be Virgo, earth and fire. There's a soulmate here already. Leo, Virgo. And there is also Pisces. Now, Pisces doesn't go very well with you, my dear Libra, because air and water don't go well together. But if it's a Pisces that has strong Virgo and Leo, then there becomes a possibility. Okay, now we move on to the next level. And the next level, usually I used to do this and I stopped. I forgot about it. I'll do it again. Some messages from the heart, your heart, somebody else's heart, what somebody's thinking, what you're thinking, what's being said and what hasn't been said. That's too many. We'll just take one more perhaps. And there's the other one. Okay. Let's have a look and see what is important. It says, I feel insecure around you. I feel insecure around you. I want to make you smile. I want to make you smile. Someone wants to really make you smile. I'm scared of getting hurt, so I act like I don't care. I'm scared of getting hurt, so I act like I don't care. Very interesting. And finally, there is two messages from this deck for every Libra. Let's have a look. That's the first one. The Diviner. Something amazing is developing behind the scenes. And we've got the Storyteller. Wow. All right. Very interesting, both. It's amazing. I was thinking of doing a channel storytelling, but then I thought, no, I don't have time for this. Okay, so the Diviner is about divine timing and evaluating situation, and someone wonderful you're about to meet right now, and something that you have been planning for, finally it's been in development, and now it's about to happen. This is the divine timing now. Just like I said, you've been waiting for something here for so long. Now is the divine timing. So for you to actually be able to do and make the choice. And the Storyteller is about viewpoints and control. Finally being in control of your life and seeing things in a different perspective, on a wider range, perhaps. Your spectrum, your gosh, where are the words? They're disappearing. On a broader sense, for example, viewpoints are going to be expanded. And then finally, I'm going to go to the Chinese cookies to see one message for every Libra. No, nothing is open so far. And there it is. Okay. So it does say your intuition. It says, trust your intuition. It's a great time to learn a new skill, change careers, or invest money, either one. I was thinking of doing storytelling, and then I changed my mind. There's something else that I'm supposed to do, apparently. So that's very intriguing. Let's continue on. And that is the end of your reading. I hope you enjoyed it, my dear Libra. Do give me a thumbs up, and I wish you infinite blessings. Namaste.